Next step after we've created our style guide is to get our content. So the assignment is to do a spread about your experience in this class. That is as specific as I'm going to make it right now. You could talk about your experience in this class, as in what projects did you do? What did you learn? Did you enjoy it? Were you challenged? You can talk about, maybe a little bit more broadly, like show some of your work from before, during, and how that is reflected in it. Your angle exactly on what you show here is up to you. What is your message you're wanting to communicate about your experience in this class? That is up to you. What is required? So you're going to need at least 3 pictures. Those can be pictures you took. Those can be pictures of you. Those could be pictures of you and your dog. Those could be pictures of you and your artwork, or just your artwork. Not really being that specific here. I'm going to do mine not on my experience in this class. I'm going to do it on the methane bubble assignment that Girls in STEM did. It's just stuff that I had already open from yearbook. You're going to need a total of 3 photos. One of them is going to be a feature photo, meaning the dominant photo, probably almost certainly the largest photo, your best photo, your most eye-catching photo. I think it's got to be this one. Her expression is amazing. If her expression is appropriate for, a ball of fire in your hand. You're going to also need this. A headline, a subheadline, the copy, and captions. So a headline is short, just probably a couple of words. It is catchy. It might just be a single word. It is eye-catching. It alludes to what the main topic is, but not necessarily having to give actual information. That's what the subheadline is for. The subheadline basically spells out in less than a sentence what the topic is. And when I say less than a sentence, it's usually a sentence or less. Now, the actual meat of the content here is the copy. So that is the writing that you're going to do. That should be, fairly concise. We're talking about 4-ish paragraphs, about 400 words. You probably need to be in the 400 to 500 word range. Any more than that, it becomes difficult to fit. If you're coming in at like 250 words, probably not enough content and is actually going to be more difficult to write. I'm leaving a really open assignment here. So what you write shouldn't be that hard to come up with. You've been in the class for now, probably at this point, 3/4 of the trimester. Hopefully you've been conscious most of that time and have some idea what's going on. Write it. Write whatever you want to write about it. And then captions. So every photo needs a caption. And if we go back to here, I'm going to be also pretty open with that. Basically, a caption can be 1 or 2 sentences explaining what is happening in the photo, what the photo is of. If it's a artwork, you would just say this is such and such artwork done by such and such person. In this case, I would say whatever her name is excited that her hands are on fire because she knows that it's actually not going to burn her because it's just methane gas boiling away really quickly. And here I might say Mr. Morris is explaining blah, 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 blah to blah, blah, blah. They can be fairly short. 1 or 2 sentences. I'm not going to give a lot of additional rules for that. And those are the main requirements for content. I would say let's continue to use Google Drive, or if your teachers got you set up with Canvas, they can be submitted that way. But they all probably should be on a Google Doc as far as the writing with photos so we can access them easily when we're ready to put them into our spread.